Oh, based off how much I was bitching about it in the last part, folks. Based off how much I was bitching about it in the last part, you can tell how much I was looking forward to playing through this, and you can tell how much I was looking forward to recording commentary over it. But anyways, this is technically zone number 7, Oil Ocean Zone. And I'm sure some people out there like this zone. I'm sure some people are fans of it. I mean, if I'm fans of if I'm if I'm a fan of deleted lost levels from Sonic 2, I'm sure there's people who are fans of the one zone that I absolutely fucking hate in this game. I hate the music. I hate the gameplay. I fucking hate how this zone was left in Sonic 2. I hate how they canceled Oil Ocean,
Really, I'm stumbling all over my words, folks.
but I really hate how they've left this in place of Hidden Palace Zone is what I meant to say, because my rage just seethes and flows just like a river. I have a river of rage when I look at Oil Ocean Zone. And that's one thing I'm trying to work on in my life, is to delete all negative energy and all rage. And this zone, just looking at it, pisses me off. Okay, anyways, this is zone number 7. I can't remember if I managed to get any of the emeralds while I was here. In fact, I don't really remember much. I don't really remember much about recording the playthrough for this other than a couple of spots where I managed to die over and over again, and I'm pretty sure I left that in when I was piecing the video footage together. I also want to go ahead and announce on the channel that once I finish Sonic 2, I will start recording Sonic CD on the channel, and I'm really looking forward to doing that one, as that is my top favorite Sonic game, folks. I just need to do a couple of practice rounds, get myself back into shape on it, and I will gladly start recording that on the channel, and it'll keep the chronological thing going here with the Sonic series. Now, I'm not saying I'll be able to play every single game in the Sonic series, but once I save back enough money and get myself a capture card, the possibilities will be endless. Oh, and I really hate those squid-looking motherfuckers right there, because back in the days, many a times, even to this day when I play through Oil Ocean, there's seahorse fuckers and there's fucking squids. I hate them. Those things are pretty neat. Those little spinny things. They're kind of pointless, but they're pretty neat. And they launch you in random spots sometimes, and sometimes they just kill a few seconds. And if I would have had 3 more rings, I could have got the special stage right there. I think at this point at the point of recording this, I was just trying to get out of Oil Ocean as quickly as possible, just because of my disdain for it. And this is, honestly, folks, this is the only zone that I feel that way about, really. Is Oil Ocean. And Sonic 2, there's only 1 or 2 other spots in Sonic 2 that I feel like kept it from being a completely perfect game. Oh, and the boss battle here, that took me a little while to get through, if I remember right. I don't know. If I left it in the recording, I guess I got through it in the first try. But I could have swore when I was recording this that I did not get through this in the first try. But yeah, there have been more than enough times where this zone was kind of a pain in the to get through. But I mean, I don't mind the boss battle necessarily. I guess it's alright. As long as you know what you're doing and you can avoid that laser thing, that's really all you gotta worry about. And you just hit the fat bastard enough, and oh, there's a time when I died. I guess I did leave a death in. That's right, folks, I left a death in. Well, no, because there were a couple of times I left those in. As you've seen, I struggled with the boss battle in Emerald Hill of all places. But I hope that's the only time that happened, because editing can be kind of fun. Especially once you get the hang of doing that, but it's very, very tedious. I missed my chance to make a Sony Vegas joke in the last part when I was at Casino Night, because I was thinking about how it reminded me a little bit of Las Vegas. And I could have been like, Vegas? Sony Vegas? Which is the program that I edit all my stuff in. But anyways, that's the end of Oil Ocean Zone there, folks. And I don't even know what the hell I was doing there, but for free our animal buddies, and that's the end of Oil Ocean. And I'm really glad to have this atrocity out of my way and in the rear view, as the next zone is a personal favorite of mine, and I can talk a little bit about it. Metropolis Zone. This is zone number 8, or 9 if you want to count this as the mobile version. Well, this is the mobile version, I'm stupid. But this has Hidden Palace in it, as you've seen. Anyways, this is Metropolis. In the original game, it's zone number 8. You can count as number 9 in this. And yes, I hate those Staryu looking motherfuckers, because even though Metropolis is a personal favorite of mine, it has horrible, horrible enemy placement. And that is something... Yep, right there. You. Anyways. Man, this zone is the worst. As far as Sonic 2 goes, this is the worst! This is the worst when it comes to enemy placement. But I still mean what I said, that I like Metropolis Zone. Don't get me wrong, I just hate the enemy placement. But anyways, yeah, this zone's pretty awesome. This has wonderful music that, if I was a little bit better on guitar, I probably would have recorded a cover version of this for the channel. Because this is probably my favorite song in the whole game. Although I like the beta version a little bit more. It's a little bit different. It's not as Genesis. Well, what I mean is the Sega Genesis, the Sega Genesis has its own unique kind of sound quality. And I feel like this version of the song captures that pretty well. But I personally prefer the version that was in the early build of Sonic 2 myself. Also, I wanted to point out that in the early development of this game, Sonic 2 and Sonic CD, the game that came the year after this, they were originally intended to be one game, but everything kind of went downhill from there. And there's a little bit of evidence out there that this game had elements of time travel in the early versions. And one example of that is the lost zone of Sonic 2, Wood Zone, as there are elements of it that are similar to Metropolis Zone, and the music from Metropolis Zone was also used in Wood Zone. However, there's not a lot of stuff of Wood Zone that was done during development, and it seems like it was scrapped from development of Sonic 2 a lot earlier than Hidden Palace, because there was a lot less done than Hidden Palace had. Hidden Palace Zone is probably the most complete zone that was left out of Sonic 2. I also wanted to mention again, because I think I mentioned it before, that Another lost zone from Sonic 2 called Genocide City or Cyber City. Act 3. The only reason there is a third act of Metropolis zone. And yes, that actually sets it apart from the rest of the zones in this game. But the only reason there is a third act in Metropolis is because that scrapped zone, all the assets and stuff were just kind of thrown into this. And I will admit, though I like Metropolis Zone a lot, having a third act makes it just a little bit redundant. But I guess that's alright, as it looks like I finally crawled my way through Act 1. Not enough bonus points there at the end to get a continue, but that's alright, because I've got a couple of them built up. Looking at the scoreboard up there, though, I don't think I've had to burn through any of my continues, and I haven't lost a ton of lives, apparently. As I could have, like I said, I could have swore that I ended up burning through a lot more throughout the game, but I know one thing for a fact, since this is zone number 8, this is eventually somewhere between Act 2 and Act 3 is where I end up getting Supersonic and getting the 7th and final Chaos Emerald. I don't remember specifically what point that happens, but I just know it happens. I wish I could do a lot more live. I wish I could do some actual live commentary, if you will. Fuck you, Star U. I know that's not what they're called. I think they're called Asterons, but I fucking hate those things. And this looks like this isn't the 7th. This is number 6. But anyway, yeah, this is number 6, and so yeah, sometime between here and now, I get the last Chaos Emerald, and this was another one that, well, I don't know. Maybe, like, I'm just battling at this point. Yeah, this one wasn't too bad, honestly, though. Because you just kind of got to watch out for all them spikes, as Tails is incapable of that, and that's one thing that can screw you over pretty easily in Sonic 2. Especially in the special stages if you do not have... Well, if you do have Tails there, he's not good at this. He really screws it up. Hey, another one of those loop-de-loop looking things. As you do loop-de-loop and pull.
And his shoes are looking cool.
But anyways, I think this is it, folks. This is it, yeah! No, this is not it. Because I am stupid, and I forgot about that third part here. And you see Tails just kind of aimlessly wandering through it. I guess it's not aimlessly since you're copying your movements, but there's an obvious delay between those movements. Obviously. And that one was my bad. But it doesn't matter because it looks like I got all the rings I needed. And it looks like I will make it through this. I will make it through and get number 6! That is number 6, folks. One more to go. And yeah, this playthrough is... I need to stop breaking the fourth wall so much though when I do this. Because I'm always like, yeah, you guys, I'm doing this playthrough, and I'm doing pretty good at it, I know. But I need to stop that shit, because that is about the only thing that's probably been breaking it up for you guys. I know it has for me, but a lot of this stuff I'm just kind of recording live on the fly, and I just go back through it later and work my magic. And I don't know if this... don't know if I managed to get through Metropolis Zone or not in this part, but Oh yeah, son of a bitch, I hate those things. I really hate those things. To quote a mental breakdown I had at work one night when I was still working at the factory, to quote that, when I was getting mad at these fucking idiots that I had to work with at the time, I had this breakdown away from that person in order... I mean, maybe they're not an idiot. That's an unfair assumption, but it was just somebody I disliked back then. But anyways, I remember they were doing something I really didn't like, and it was just triggering me to hell and back. And my ex-roommate can vouch for me about the time I went back there and started throwing boxes around and screaming, "I fucking hate him! I fucking hate him!" But yeah, I was probably a really unpleasant person to work with, especially toward the tail end of the time I worked there. But that's all behind me now, and that's the end of Act 2. And folks, I hope you tune in for part number 5, and that will be our finale, actually, for Sonic 2, because I do not finish the zone in this game.